Look out, Danica gets turned hard.
Danica Patrick
was running 14th.
Stenhouse is involved. The 10. Ricky Carmichael's involved.
Somebody got in the back of James Busher. Looks like maybe Carmichael, and then just forced him, Busher, into the 7. And then it just, man, it all breaks loose.
So hard with the point battle the way it is. Harry Gant has been running super strong all day long in that Skull Bandit, and he's second place, just 60 points behind Terry Labonte. He needs to be out there. Trouble.
On its roof, Jerry Bowman's board. Lake Speed spins around coming down the backstretch, and he pounds into the wall. And slides just misses Bowman's car. Jerry Bowman, a slight young driver from Aberdeen, Maryland, has put that thing on its head. Coming down the back straightaway. On the scene quickly. And there it is. It's already over by the time we see it. It looked like it just got out of shape in turn 2 and just climbed up the retaining wall.
You know, as I mentioned when I took the people around the racetrack on that ride earlier, Mike, as you come off that second turn, if you get a little bit too high, it's like that wall reaches out and grabs you.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, hang on, Jeff Burton.
Burton up into Hornish.
He's going to come back up.
And now the big one.
There it is.
7, 8, 9 cars involved, many which were running inside the top 10.
That's the whole field, isn't it?
That's the whole field.
And look at that. Nowhere to go.
And these guys were trying to avoid the 2 coming back up on the race.
He just goes diving down here after he gets clobbered by the 31. On the 83, okay, this started already behind, but the 83 got turned.
But they see that going on in front of them, and they're all jockeying for position to avoid that. And it's that chain reaction accident, you know what I mean?
Jimmy Johnson leading the race. There's Kevin Harvick, who is tucked up tight behind Jimmy Johnson. The 2 made contact. Johnson went around. Mark Martin went to the outside wall. There is Rusty Wallace, crashed to the infield, as is Joe Nemechek.
Laid into him right there and just gets him loose. Mark has nowhere to go. Everybody starts checking up a little bit, and hello.
Boy, Jeff Burton, the 31, and Tony Stewart, the 20, just makes it through, as well as Bobby Labonte in the 18.
48 car to the garage.
And that will mean that Jimmy Johnson will have to trot out a backup car and start at the back of the 500 with a lot of these drivers here. Whoa, Rusty. Another wild backstretch ride at Daytona for Rusty Wallace.
You know, you said that about Johnson's car. It didn't look hurt.
Oh, 3 wide.
Move around. Oh,
3 wide. Look out. This is bad news. Oh, man. Up onto the wall. Casey Kane now comes back down on all 4. Caution is out.
Oh, you can see that.
Coming at you, bud. Just hold on here.
See right here, Justin Allgaier's really struggling. Trevor Bain got to the inside of him, forced him to the right side a little bit, and Casey Kane was already there.
It drives loose in, so it's hard to get under a car and not spin out on entry, so I just tried to get the outside. I got to the outside of the 12.
Palmer, he's still against him. He's turned him sideways. He gets turned around. Kevin Harvick. Harvick spins around. He had J.J. Yaley all over the back bumper. Harvick spins around, and now you have melee on the backstretch.
This looks like this about took out the whole top 4 or 5 of the field here, and I think what you saw there was he did exactly what I thought he wouldn't do, was try to knock him out of the way. That was tough. I mean, we saw JJ taking an opportunity to maybe sneak by this whole deal too, but just gets in the back of Harvick a little bit.
Well, they slowed down, see.
They did.
When Kevin Harvick got into Paul Menard, he got him sideways, so their momentum slowed a little bit. JJ had a run. He was in the throttle in the center of the corner. He just came up on him so fast.
Oh, no, behind you. Leffler again. John West Townley in the 09. I did not see what started it. Also on the 26 of Michael McDowell. Oh, and Allgaier. This could be very costly.
We got flat tires and right side damage only.
That was Justin's radio.
It's a little 3 wide right here. Townley chasing his car up the hill, gets into Leffler.
Yeah, you put yourself in that position in the middle. You've got no air basically going to that rear spoiler. Easy to get loose. That corner really flattens out.
Now here's the 12 and the 62. This is the incident you were talking about. This is ahead of the other crash.
This all happens about the same time. He gets pinched up against the wall there. Actually, he pinches Brendan Gaughan against the wall.
I'm wondering, did Trevor Bayne help that at all? Did he ride up on the 12 that forced the 12 into the 62?
In the wall. Montoya up there.
Gordon around
Jeff Gordon spins around.
Comes Keselowski into it.
Major points implications. Montoya's car back into the wall. Carl Edwards heavily damaged front and rear. And Jeff Gordon has some damage as well.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff Gordon's got much damage, but Montoya got into the 99 right there as they entered the corner.
Yeah, it looks like Gordon has zero
he just
damage.
spun. See, Montoya just get loose there, and as he corrects his car, he gets up into the 99. Jeff Gordon, as he turns his car down to try to miss these guys, it gets loose. Here comes the 12 car into it.
Boy, Truex just missed Gordon, and Newman just missed him, and you see where he said Brad Keselowski involved there.
Gordon extremely lucky not to get damage there.
Whoa, trouble.
Big crash off turn 4.
Wreck behind you, yellow is
4 or
out.
5 cars
Yellow
involved at a turn 4.
Over there. There's going to be debris everywhere.
That was huge. Sean Case involved. The 99 of Trevor Bayne, the 27 of Keller.
Doc, a lot of the hopefuls that we were talking about in our show, Cale Gale's involved in this thing. Big damage to the front of Kevin Harvick's car.
Stenhouse car just destroyed in the front end. See right here, Stenhouse gets loose off turn 4 and then stacks them up. See Keller nowhere to go. All these cars just victims of this.
When Sean Case really gets a piece of, he really did the right thing when he saw Stenhouse spinning. He slowed up and get hit in the back.
Looking back from Mike Bliss, you see Stenhouse get sideways, and then suddenly they just all stack up.
Caution down, caution down.
Great side-by-side battle there. The one, whoa, the
There they go.
Oh!
Hang on to it, hang on to it.
That was arrow loose right there. I know you hate it when I say that word, but that's what it was.
And Mike Bliss, who was 6th in the point standings, now ends up nosed into the wall here with 18 laps to go. On the outside.
See the smoke from a little bit of contact. Ooh, that was close.
Wrecking behind you. One car got loose underneath of you there and wrecked.
And see Bliss, he thinks he's going to get a good run here, maybe get clear of Leffler, but
still there. Hang on to it, hang on to it, hang on to it.
If you don't get that airflow down that right side of that car to that rear spoiler, that car and inside gets.
Got a big fire on the backstretch off turn 2. It's Michael McDowell.
Heavy contact for McDowell, and he's trying to get the car down to the inside. Lots of flames inside the car.
Yeah, he needs to get that car to a stop and get out of it, because that.
See the fire truck coming as quickly as he can get there to get the car pulled over and get out, Michael.
The car's hit the wall. See, he does hit the wall there. I don't know if it was a tire, maybe ran over something.
That thing was already on fire before he hit those.
Could have blown up.
Yeah.
Engine could have blown up, and then he got in the oil,
out
got
the bottom.
in there.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fire. Yeah, that oil makes an intense fire when you put a lot of air on it, like you see here, with still going about 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. Out on the outside, trying to take over second from Kyle Busch. Oh! It's the 6 of Colin Brown that got turned around and hard into the inside wall.
Was straight into that inside wall. You can see how slow Cook is off the turn. Colin gets right up on the back of Terry Cook, hits him, and then bam! Brian Scott hits Brown in the back and sends him to the inside wall.
Just straight. Look at that safer barrier. Thank goodness for that safer barrier on the inside wall on the backstretch.
4 wide getting into 1. Oh, we got a crash. Hard crash.
Hard impact. Bobby Labonte. Reed Sorensen, Michael Waltrip.
Like Joey Logano got a little piece of that too.
A lot of cars involved. Ruderman even down in the grass there.
Heavy damage on Joey, and that was a very, very hard hit for Bobby Labonte.
In front of Bobby Labonte, he backed off just a little bit.
Yeah, well, you got to back off somewhere down going in that corner anyways. Just you hope the guy behind you is paying attention, and David Reagan ran up on Bobby Labonte and turned him around and started all of this. See Jeff Burton sliding through there. I don't think he actually got any part of it, even though he was right in the middle of all of this happening.
Fastest part of the racetrack, and that's where the tap occurred, and just Labonte hit that wall a ton. 55 and 43 go in and smack it as well.
Burton did get a little bit of
just right in the right rear there.
Sideways down across the racetrack.
I know Marcus Ambrose is involved in that.
Elliott Sadler, Reed Sorensen.
Allmendinger is there, the 31 of Jeff Burton, who was having such a good run. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Man, a lot of cars torn up here.
There's the 9 car, Casey Kane again involved. There's the 83 car, damage on the front of another chase contender.
You can see they're at least 4 wide here, but it looks like
first contact looked to me like it was Elliott Sadler into the back of Junior.
Yes, I was going to say that's what triggered everything. But